Right now, inside your body, something far more intelligent is happening than most people ever realize. When you start walking, it doesn't just feel like your legs are moving forward. It's actually your internal systems quietly shifting modes, as if a sleeping factory has suddenly turned on its hidden power lines. Most people think fat loss is just burning calories, but that's only the surface story. Because what's really happening is that your fat cells are not just shrinking, they are changing their behavior. They are being told to release stored energy, almost like locked warehouses finally opening their doors after receiving the right signal. And here's the strange part. This process doesn't begin when you feel tired. It begins much earlier. Because what happens next will completely change how you see a simple walk. Most people imagine walking as something passive, just movement, just steps. But inside your body, walking is more like sending a message through a massive biological network. Think of your body like a city that runs on emergency power systems. When you sit still, everything runs on standby mode. But when you start walking, even slowly, the city switches its energy distribution system. Your muscles send the first signal. Not a loud signal, but a quiet demand. We need fuel. And this is where everything begins to shift. But here's the part most people miss. Your body does not randomly choose energy sources. It follows a highly intelligent priority system. At first, it uses easily available sugars circulating in your blood. Quick fuel, fast access, like cash in your pocket. But as you continue walking, something interesting happens. That quick fuel starts to drop. And now your body receives a different instruction. Tap into storage. This is where fat cells start to respond. Inside your body right now, fat cells are not just passive storage units. And when your walking continues, a chemical message called hormonal signaling starts to rise. This signal tells fat cells release stored energy. But here's where it gets even more interesting. This doesn't happen all at once. It happens gradually, like a slow unlocking system. At first, only small amounts of fat are released into the bloodstream. These fat molecules travel like tiny energy packets, heading towards your muscles. Now watch this, because this is where it gets interesting. Your muscles don't just burn fat. They convert it into usable energy through tiny structures inside your cells called mitochondria. Think of them as microscopic power plants. So what feels like a simple walk is actually a full-scale energy conversion process happening inside you. But here's the part most people miss. This process is not just physical. It's chemical communication at every level. Inside the first few minutes of walking, your breathing starts to adjust. Your heart rate increases slightly. Your circulation improves. This is your body testing the demand level. It's asking, is this a short movement or a longer activity? Now, if you continue walking beyond the first few minutes, something important happens. Your body stops relying mainly on quick sugar fuel and starts increasing fat utilization. This is the activation phase, and this is where most people stop, but this is where it actually starts. Because now, hormones like adrenaline and other signaling molecules begin to rise slightly, not in a stressful way, but in a controlled activation mode. This is your body becoming efficient. Imagine a hybrid engine that starts switching from petrol to battery power when needed. That's exactly what's happening inside you. Fat cells are now actively releasing stored energy more consistently, and your bloodstream becomes a transport highway, carrying fuel from storage to demand. But here's where it gets even more powerful. If you keep walking steadily, your body enters what you can call the peak metabolic flow phase. In this phase, your energy system becomes extremely balanced. Your muscles are now efficiently pulling fuel from fat stores. Your insulin levels stabilize. Your internal energy noise reduces. And this creates something most people never notice: mental clarity. Because your brain is also receiving more stable energy flow. Now here's the part most people miss. Your body is not struggling during this process. It is adapting. It is learning. It is becoming more efficient at using stored energy instead of constantly demanding new intake. Inside your fat cells, enzymes are actively breaking down stored triglycerides into usable fatty acids. These then enter circulation and get delivered exactly where needed. Think of it like a well-organized logistics system. Nothing wasted, everything optimized. And now, something deeper starts happening. If you continue walking regularly, your body doesn't just repeat this process, it improves it. Your cells become more sensitive to energy demands. Your mitochondria increase efficiency. Your fat storage system becomes more responsive. But here's the deeper layer most people never think about. Your body is not your enemy. It is not resisting weight loss. It is constantly trying to maintain balance and survival. So when you sit for long periods, it shifts into storage mode. It saves energy because it assumes demand is low. But when you walk regularly, you send a different message. You are telling your body, we are active. We need energy flow. And your body responds intelligently. Now let's talk briefly about what research shows in a simple way. Studies consistently show that even moderate walking can increase fat oxidation, meaning your body's ability to use fat as fuel improves significantly after just a short period of movement. Not extreme exercise, just consistent walking. But here's what numbers don't fully explain. It's not just about burning calories. It's about rewiring your internal energy system. Because now, your body starts expecting activity. It prepares in advance. It becomes more efficient at mobilizing fat stores instead of protecting them. Now let's talk about something important. What happens if you don't do this? If your body stays inactive for long periods, it slowly becomes more conservative with energy use. Fat cells become more protected. Your muscles demand less fuel. Your metabolism becomes less responsive. Not broken, just slower. But here's the key insight. This is reversible, because your body is always listening. The moment you start walking again, even for a few minutes, the signals begin to shift back. And over time, something powerful happens. Transformation. Not overnight, not dramatic, but steady and intelligent. Your body becomes more adaptive, more efficient, more responsive to movement. Fat cells stop being just storage and become part of an active energy cycle. Your system rewires itself based on your habits. And here's the final truth most people never realize. Walking is not just movement. It is communication. It is a signal you send to every cell in your body. A signal that says, use energy. Don't store it unnecessarily. Stay active. Stay ready. And your body listens, every single time. So when you walk consistently, you are not forcing fat loss. You are teaching your body a new pattern of survival and efficiency. And that changes everything. Because your body isn't broken, it's responding, it's adapting, it's following the signals you give it.